This is the tale as old as time. Everyone wants LeBron James to fail. It's pretty wild to see how far people will go in ways to make him look bad. And this time, a new report came out about his I Promise school. That some believe this report was deliberately put together to make him look bad, and others believe LeBron James is setting his students up to fail. Let's start by saying I am not a LeBron James fan. In fact, my entire life, I've disliked him because I'm a Celtics fan, and he was just my team's sworn enemy. But outside of that, I respect his game and his craft. And the next thing that we'll need to clear up is, what is the I Promise School? The I Promise School is a public elementary school in Akron, Ohio, which is where LeBron James is from. Opened in 2018, and is supported by the LeBron James Family Foundation. And it's specifically aimed at at-risk children. It was opened for students attending grades 3 and 4, and the school became fully operational in 2022, teaching grades 1 through 8. And the school is divided into I Promise Elementary and I Promise Secondary. The LeBron James Family Foundation is actually funding additional services for the children and families attending IPS. Some of these services include uniforms, foods for families, career placement services, bikes and helmets for each student, transportation for qualified individuals, and GDPs and job placement services for parents, according to Akron School District spokesman Mark Williamson. And also, free tuition to the University of Akron, Ohio for every graduated student would be covered under the pre-existing Akron I Promise Network Scholarship, which was developed between University of Akron, the LeBron James Family Foundation, and JP Morgan in 2015. And here's LeBron James talking about how important the I Promise School is for him.
It is. Besides having 3 kids, marrying my wife, putting my mom in a position where she never have to worry about anything again for the rest of her life, this is right up there. Championships, MVPs, every points and rebounds and assists, that stuff is whatever. But for me to be able to open up a school and give back to my inner city, so many kids that I know because I was those kids, and I walked those streets, and it was just like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to get out of this situation. I just thought about that every day.
That is amazing. Imagine having that type of impact on your community. It's just gotta be an unreal feeling. And now, here's where we get to the bad part of the video. Flat out, people love seeing LeBron James fail. Whether it's him as a person or basketball player, people hate on this man for hundreds of reasons. And I'm not here to tell you how to feel about it, but I feel like picking the I Promise School as something to hate on LeBron James for is pretty wild. Reportedly, it was first reported by the regional outlet of the Akron Beacon Journal. Soon to be 8th graders at the public school haven't passed the math part of the state proficiency exam since 2018-19 school year. At the time, the report notes the students in question were 3rd graders. So high level, the students that are about to be 8th graders have not passed the state math test since they were in 3rd grade. So basically 3 years ago. And let me tell you, social media ran with this information, and news reports were all the same. LeBron James fails the I Promise students. At the end of the day, I get it. You need to get clicks to bring people to your website, so you have to have very, very clickbaity things like this. But it's wild to me that in so many instances, including this one, people want to discount the entire story. This is probably one of the biggest issues we have right now in this day and age. Someone sees something on social media and runs with it. And trust me, I've done this before by mistake. But now I really try to take a deeper dive because I really want to get it right. It really seems like so many people want to make people look bad for self-gratification, which is insane to me. So after this information came out, the LeBron James Family Foundation came out with a statement saying, when we started this work to wrap around students through education, we entered this partnership with the Akron Public School for the long haul, because this work requires a long-term commitment, hard work, and a lot of love and care. And that's what we bring each and every day, because the I Promise School is more than school. We're here for the ups and downs, and we'll continue to wrap around our students and their entire families so they can be successful in school and in life, no matter what challenges or obstacles that come their way. So let's get down to the facts. To qualify for the I Promise School, you must come from the bottom 25% of the state's reading exam. 28% of the students at the school have a disability. Most admitted students are not proficient in math at their grade level. They're years and years behind. Coming in, 42% of the students progressed a full year in math, but they're not proficient at their grade level yet. And lastly, the entire country is seeing reading and math scores plummet since the pandemic, and the reading and math scores in the country have been declining since 2012 overall. So let me just say this before everyone jumps on me here. I am not saying saying it's okay that these kids are failing math, but I just think it's so important in every single conversation to know the entire story before you start talking about it and throwing crazy accusations at people. LeBron James is not in the classroom every single day. To me, I think it's pretty wild that someone would actually try to shame him for this. In the end of the day, I think the only real criticism that LeBron deserves here is that his name is attached to the foundation, and whoever he is appointed to run the school or run this project needs to be evaluated because they're obviously not doing their job effectively. But at the end of the day, I think the entire situation has been blown out of proportion because it's LeBron James. That's it, y'all. If you enjoyed this video, you gotta subscribe. Let me know your comments on the situation because I really do think it's an important conversation to have. Talk to you guys soon.